Yo, how we doing? What's happening, y'all? What's happening? What is happening, y'all? How we doing? How we doing, guys? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Let me pull this up, y'all. What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? How we feeling? Y'all feeling good? I'm just getting this going real quick. Let's go. Ooh, how we doing? Oh, yeah, that's creepy. I found that last second. I haven't done a thumbnail for the stream because I didn't really care, to be honest. But I'm like, you know what? I probably should, because maybe someone will be more likely to actually click on it. So I put the effort into making the thumbnail real quick. Probably among my worst thumbnails I've made, but I'm glad you like it. Hang on, I'm promoting my stream so everybody knows where I'm at. Holy dude, I'm honored. You went back. You could have watched anybody else, but you clicked on my stream, dude. That makes me feel special. I'm not gonna lie. That actually makes me feel really special. Okay. We're gonna get this going here pretty soon. My eyes are already watering, so we're off to a great start. You know what I'm saying? We're off to a wonderful start. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How you feeling? I'm honored you clicked on my stream and then I just said, how you feeling? That's all I said. I'm making sure everything's all set up, running smoothly, all that good stuff. Hopefully you're having a good day. Today was good for me. Nope, you're all good. Today was good. Did some work stuff. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. Standard high school stuff. I do not miss high school. I don't envy you at all. I hated high school. Not all of high school. I mean, I met my wife in high school, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, no, I don't know. I didn't love it because I feel like it was a big waste of my time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a big part of high school was, hey, do this thing because it'll prepare you for the real world, and it doesn't. That's really not how it is. Now, if you're going to go to college, shoot, man, high school is really important, but I didn't go to college, you know? So I feel like it wasn't worth my time, but you know what? Okay, well, you're going to college, then there you go. I'm not telling no one, but nobody should drop out. Okay, I'm just saying it's not. Well, if it's easy for you, you see, I'm a bumbling moron. It wasn't easy for me. I mean, a lot of it was, but you know what I'm saying. Like some stuff, not so easy. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But hope you guys are having a good night. I'm going to wait a second. Just more people like funneling in, you know. On the way home, there was this dude who was pulling a trailer and he was taking up like 2 lanes. So I like flashed my high beams at him. Then he like locked in for a second. Then I'm starting to like pass him. And then he started to swerve back into my lane again. I had to like honk at him, put my high beams on again. And then as I passed him, I could see that he was just literally riding in between 2 lanes. If you can't pull a trailer, don't. Just leave it at home or call your buddy to do it or something. Like I was astounded. I was astounded. Oh, you live in California. It's way worse for you. I guarantee it's way worse for you. But yeah, nah. That was rough. That was not a good time. It's like, how are you taking up 2 lanes? It wasn't even it was a small trailer. Like, buddy, I could train an ape to like keep the truck straight better than you can. Like, obviously he was probably texting on his phone or something, but yeah. No, I get angry in the car too. I've never really had like road rage, but I get mad, but I don't like do anything that would like endanger other people or like anything. I just yell, which that hurts nobody. You know what I'm saying? I think that's like a healthy outlet. I just start like swearing a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I've never gotten mad at people, but exactly. Exactly. Good healthy way to handle it. It's rough. Like driving on the road is honestly it's a privilege, but it's also kind of a curse at the same time because I feel like I don't know, man. Sometimes I wish I didn't have a car. I wish I couldn't drive. It's like some of the stuff I see, like how did you pass driving class? You know what I'm saying? How did you pass driving school? Like what? Anyways, it's crazy. It would seem YouTube is supporting the math nerdiness. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness, guys, how are we doing? I hope we're having a good night. I'm ready. You can see it behind me. I got a hoodie like on the chair right there. That's my wife's setup. She's not home, you know. But I got that ready to go this time. It's going to be good. Also, last time when the chair moved, that was my wife pranking me, by the way. Because I came back and that stuffed animal, Gator, he was here, Nibble. That was my wife. She was totally just pranking me. She said she actually thought about getting in the closet. There's a closet like just off camera right there. She thought about getting in the closet and closing the door because I was in the bathroom, so I wouldn't have like heard it probably. I mean, I would have because there's a whole bunch of camera gear and filming equipment in there. But had she got in there without me noticing, I obviously I would have not heard anything. And she was gonna pop out of the closet while I was streaming. I'm actually like she told me that right after I got off the stream, right after I cut the stream off and got into bed. That would have been crazy. Yeah, the wife jump scare. I probably would have like, I don't know. I would have like peed my pants right then and there, to be honest. That or I would have given her a black eye just out of reaction, and then everyone would think I was like an abuser or something. But trust me, I'll never hit my wife. If she jumps out at me though, like, and it's just a reaction. Hey, what happens after that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? She probably would, to be honest. Yeah, she probably would, to be honest. Let's be real. She probably would. Because we scare each other on occasion, and I've never even like swung or anything. But if someone was in the closet like that, I don't know. That's a foul jump scare. To be honest, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could handle it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know if I could handle it. So, yeah, my wife, you know, if she was hiding in the closet, you know, I might have gone to work with a black eye the next day. We'll put it that way. So, hey, thanks for giving me this chapstick, Sky. W Sky, she gave me a chapstick. Also, check this out. I got this little dude. I don't know if it's going to focus or not. It's probably not going to focus. It's a tiny, oh, you can see it right here. It's a tiny platypus. It's 3D printed. We got it from Ace Hardware because I had to buy a bunch of stuff to like to mount my like camera stuff to the wall. And they just had them in a bin, and so we dumped them all out and then like got them. You can kind of see in the back on that white pole there's some of my wife's little like figures. What's up? How we doing? Yeah, I thought that guy was cute. All right. I think we ought to get into the actual game. What do we think, chat? We should actually play the game now. Let's get into the game, all right? Let's get into the game. So, we played this game last time. Okay. We played this game last time. We're just going to try and get all the endings, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Just try and get all the endings. Let's just roll it. Let's roll it, because we got 5 out of 40 endings last time, and we streamed this game for over an hour, you know? But I think we could do it. I think we're in here. Oh, shoot. Did the stream cut off? Oh, no way. My little internet sign went down for a second. I think we're good, though. I can't tell. Oh, I actually can't tell. No, stream is balling. Okay, my computer's tweaking then. All right, my computer's just tweaking. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. My computer is actually just tweaking. I'm just tweaking. Okay, we're in here. We are in here, chat. You're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going. Is this all the same stuff? Yeah, this is all the same stuff, right? Yeah, yep, this is all the same. We're just going to skip ahead real quick. Imagine one. Yeah, honestly. My graphics card just lights on fire. That's one of the endings. Alright, so I don't think anything is different if you take the cat home. We're just going to start with the obvious stuff that we could do. I'm going to get the gross, horrible stuff out of the way. Okay? So, bear yourselves, okay? We're going to do something I don't want to do, okay? But we're going to start with that, because I was thinking about it. I think if we go to the dog park, we're going to have to do some of the stuff we didn't want to do in the first part, okay? If we're getting all the endings, chat, you got to be with me on this one, okay? It's not my fault, okay? Remember, it's just a game. It's just a game. Oh, it doesn't even let you do it. It doesn't even let you do it. Hey, it didn't let me do it. I'm actually happy. I'm gonna eat it. That's disgusting. I think I'm going to be sick. There's no way I would ever do that. Bro. Okay. So that did nothing. We're gonna go to the carnival because we never did that before. You don't have to close it. You can open your eyes again, Sky. We never kicked the dog. We didn't kill the dog. We also didn't eat the dog. Ferris wheel, roller coaster, Pharaoh boat. Ferris wheel, roller coaster, Pharaoh boat. Rides you'd been on before. You're so welcome. Hoops, coin toss, balloon darts, games you've played before. Funnel cake, popcorn, cotton candy, food you've eaten before. Dang, guys, I'm hungry. What did y'all eat for dinner? I don't know, you know, it might be a different time for everybody, but I still haven't eaten dinner. My wife actually just scared the crap out of me, guys. I was literally just talking about it, too. My wife actually just scared the crap out of me. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. She just burst in the door. Welcome home. My wife just got home from work. Oh my goodness, everybody's saying hi. That's crazy. I was literally just telling him what you said about the closet. Welcome home. My goodness. Hey! My hand stayed on my desk though. I didn't swing. All things you've enjoyed before. You're surrounded by groups of people all having fun together, laughing, playing, eating, taking pictures. Why is this game so loud? Damn, bro. And then there's you. The sun hasn't started to set yet, still high in the sky, but it will soon. You start to wonder if maybe you should just go home for the day. When you stop in your tracks, you see something new. An attraction you've never seen before. A maze of funhouse mirrors. It sounds kind of lame, honestly. There isn't even a line to get in. But then, what else is there to do? Guys, we gotta enter the maze, right? I'm entering the maze. You enter the maze. A few rooms in, and you notice that the mirrors aren't all weird. Some just show you looking back at yourself. A little bored, a lot of tired. Wait, what? A lot tired? Guys, I edited that video of me on the stream playing this game, and I'm pretty sure I'm illiterate. Like, the more I edited that video, it was really hard to edit because I can't read. A little bored, a lot tired, and so very, very... Maybe this was a mistake. Why did you think going into a maze of mirrors was a good idea, even if it was something new to experience? I can't do this today. You turn around to head back the way you came. You're dead. Only to bump into a mirror. Ow, what the... Where's the exit? You try again, only to find another mirror blocking your way. By the time you're all turned around, you've realized that the way you came in is completely gone. Sorry, I'm dropping my chapstick over here and I can quit fidgeting. Oh, okay, don't panic. I just have to keep going forward, right? You step through the only opening you can find and nearly trip over something on the ground. Also, you guys got to keep the chats coming, because the more I read your chats, the better I'll get at reading. That's how it works, right? I'm fully joking. You bend down and pick it up. What's this doing here? In your hand rests a worn-looking flashlight. Curious, you flick it on. Huh? The light doesn't look very... Okay, that was actually kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie. Crap, the lights. Did the power go out, or did the attraction operator forget you were in here?
Special ramen or leftover enchiladas.
I'll just warm up some pizza or something afterwards.
I'm gonna make ramen.
Okay, thank you. How long have you been in here, actually? Sorry, guys. Don't make fun of me. You pull out your... But I literally clicked it before I was done reading it. Didn't keep making fun of me. I deserve it. You pull out your phone to check the time, or maybe call the police. Your phone is dead. You grip the flashlight in your hand. The light it emitted earlier was dim enough for you to know there's probably not that much juice left. Best to reserve it for a worst case scenario and feel your way out. Yeah, you can do this. You take a calming breath. Well, forward we go. Hello, daring adventurer. Who said that? Welcome to the Mirror Maze. Would you like to know how to navigate the maze? Yes, I need help. No, I don't even know you. No, but I have some questions. Bro needs to go back to school. Bruh. I just got through saying high school was a waste of my time. I think this is why. I can't even read. Would you like to know how to navigate the maze? Yeah, sure, I'll take some help. Sure, whatever. Once again, welcome to the Mirror Maze. You're in a bit of a jam, but don't worry. You're in good hands. Or rather, good paws. Hey, yo, we're cooked, so we're cooked. See these little cuties here? They'll be doing their best to guide you through the maze. Aren't they generous? When you enter a room, the emergency light will flash, letting you see the paths before you for a second, and also what lies beyond them. Whenever you see these kind kitties, just go where they are and you'll reach the next room. Unfortunately, they're not the only things in here. Well, yeah, you're in here. It is highly suggested that you refrain from following any of our other guests. They can be sneaky or distracting, but they're always hostile. So please take caution when advancing to the next room. Of course, this wouldn't be much of a mirror maze without mirrors. Can they hurt you? No, they're just mirrors, silly. They don't do anything at all. And you can't do anything to them either. They're just an obstacle you can't pass through. The music is scarier than any of the other horror games. Honestly, it is pretty creepy. Go left, go center, or go right. The choice is yours. Though, if you find a room with no helpful kitties in sight, and all the paths lead to a mirror or something else, it's recommended that you stay put. And just maybe it'll work itself out. Now for your navigation tools. The flashlight you found doesn't have much juice left. It'll only let you get a quick extra peek at your surroundings about 5 times. So try not to use it all up at once. Oh my goodness, bruh. 3 out of 3 lives, room 0 of 25? What are we doing here? You can keep track of your progress through the rooms up to the left and your lives up to the right. You've got 3 lives, so be careful to avoid the less friendly guests lurking around. Why only 3 lives, you ask? Because you're soft and squishy. It wouldn't take much to damage you beyond repair. Okay. Ouch. And besides, you're human. And humans usually only have the 1 life, yes? And yet, here, you get 3. Don't you think you ought to show a little more gratitude? And that's the end of your tutorial. Hopefully it was helpful. Are you ready to play? What would you like to know? I'm ready to play. Can you let me go? Can you turn off the flash, please? The game is too hard. The game is way too easy. Reset settings. Can you tell me about the maze game? This is a weird one, because I don't know why. That's like, I guess if you beat it on easy mode versus like hard mode, maybe you get a different ending or something. I'm going to just say we're ready to play. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! That was crazy. The left and center look scary. We're going right. Okay, next room. Okay, right, for sure. It only lasts for a split second. Okay, next room. Oh, left. Chat, I need you all to lock in. Lock in, chat. I might need your help on this one. Lock in, chat. Stay. This room feels off. Oh, wait, no, it's me again, sorry. This room feels off. Just wait. I think something just changed. What the freak? That was left for sure. Okay, that was left. Okay, next room. Left. Oh my. I don't know if I can do this, chat, like, truly. I actually don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this one, chat. Chat. I gotta, like, do a lap or something. I think I gotta do a lap or something, but we're gonna lock it. No, I'm not scared of cats. I'm scared of whatever that is, bro. That is not a cat. That's a skinwalker or something. That thing is not. Bro, I don't even remember what it was. Left? Hey, see, this guy was locked in. This room feels off. Just wait. Center for sure. Right. How would you do this without the flash? That's what I want to know. How is this possible without the flash? Like what? Okay, next room. Center. Center. Oh, that's right. If there's none, you gotta stay, right? Okay, left. Center. Alright, so far this is actually really easy. Right. Center. I mean, I don't even trust the nice cat, I'm gonna be honest. Left. Center. Center. Left. Left. Stay. Whoa, what? You see it, the exit. You run forward, but as you do, the scenery shifts just slightly at first. But you're running too fast to stop yourself from colliding into the glass. Except you don't quite go into the glass. You don't exactly collide with it either. You simply pass through it. And on the other side, you see an endless white void and yourself, dozens of you, hundreds of you wandering around, aimless, faceless, and empty. So empty and listless, they don't even acknowledge your presence. You try to turn back, but the glass doesn't give. Past the glass. This is worse for you. Why is it worse for you? A familiar black cat walks up and looks at you. You think it meows at you, but you can't make out the sound. It tilts its head, then walks away. The glass goes dark. Then you watch helplessly as it disappears completely. You're trapped, with only yourself as company. Ending 19. You beat the maze. Okay. So that was interesting. You know, I wouldn't say that was a good ending by any stretch. That's my goal, is to find a good, besides to beat them all. Does this game have good endings? So far, every single one of these endings is bad. This one was bad. The first one was bad. This one was bad. This one was bad. This one was bad. Like, what, you know what I'm saying, guys? Ay, ay, ay. Sky, you never told me how it was worse for you. What if they are all unsatisfying? Maybe that's why it's worse. Nah, there's gonna be a good ending, okay? There's gonna be a good ending. Oh, you can just hit skip? Oh my gosh, there's a skip button. That's crazy. Okay. We're not gonna take it home again. I think if we try to play with the cat and use... So play with the cat and use the string in my pocket. Oh no, we already did this one. Okay, never mind. Let's see if we can buy a toy. I can't believe there's a skip button. That's so crazy. You quickly leave the alley and rush to the nearby pet store. You browse through all the different toys for cats. There are so many to choose from, plush and bright colored and scented with catnip, but you realize that most of the toys aren't meant for a cat to play with alone. You can't stay in the alley playing forever, and you can't exactly afford to get another cat as a playmate. That's it. You know exactly what to get now. After a quick and successful search of the store, you make your purchase and rush back to the alley, eager to show off your find. I'm back. The alley feels even gloomier after spending time in direct sunlight. It makes you feel that much prouder of your gift. You skip over to the cat and dig in the store's plastic bag. I've got something for you. The cat leans up, curious, at the bag's contents. You pull out your gift to the cat. Ta-da! It's a small cat plushie. The plushie is a light orange cream color with burnt sepia stripes. The plushie is making it resemble a tabby cat. The synthetic fur is soft, but not unrealistically so. Is it made out of a real cat? And the large eyes are a pale green, more subdued than you would have expected for a toy. There's no denying it's just a plushie, but the thoughtful details still make it almost uncanny to the real thing. That is your cat? Yeah, they literally used your real cat for this. Which makes it perfect. A companion for the cat, and one you could actually afford. Win-win. That's not all. You give the plushie a little squeeze and the cat looks unimpressed. Well, you think it's cute. Guess your purchase wasn't so successful after all. Out of options and lower on cash, you awkwardly place the plushie in the box next to the cat. You get up and turn to leave. You're a few steps away when you hear an electronic meow behind you. Meow. Huh? You turn to see the plushie on the ground next to the box. The cat is watching you closely, staring. Oh, what do we do, chat? Do we pick it up or do we leave? You figured out how to heal dragons. That's sweet. I don't know why I keep yawning. Oh my goodness. What should we do, chat? Should we leave or pick it up? I honestly think, even though it threw it out, like we could just leave. Just commit, just commit to it. And you already gave it to the cat. Yeah, leave. That's what I was thinking. Ungrateful little monster. I'm going to sneeze. Thank you. You huff an annoyance. The game is talking to me? You're welcome. Shaking your head, you turn to leave once again. Hang on, chat. I'm sorry. Uh-oh, this is bad. Sorry about that, fellas. Sorry. When a sharp pain lances up your arm. Gah! Crying out, you grab at your arm only for it to fall off. Am I sick? No, you're sick. Your arm just falls right off. You stare in shock at your severed limb on the ground. Gathering your courage, you turn to look at where your arm had once connected to the rest of you, only to see not blood, it's cotton. Touching it, the stump doesn't even hurt. That is, until the same thing happens to your other arm. I'm not gonna do the screaming noise. I think I sound horrible when I do it. I was just making a joke, by the way. I'm not actually sick. I just sneezed, I guess. I got the allergies going on or something. You fall when both your legs succumb to the same nonsensical fate, crying out at the agony that comes and goes like it never happened. as if you're not currently laying on the dirty ground of an alley, limbless. What in the world is going on? You can't make sense of it. You can't think straight. The pain has receded, leaving you with a strangely empty pit in your stomach, considering you still have a stomach and it wasn't replaced with. As you lay back, helpless and still in shock, staring at the sky, the cat's face appears in your line of vision. So cooked. It was really windy today, but I mean, I was inside all day, so I definitely didn't get sick. I think it was just like the allergies and stuff going on, probably. It lunges at your torso and starts biting and clawing into your chest like you're a chew toy. It doesn't hurt anymore. You feel like it should. You're not sure. You're glad that it doesn't. Eventually, you feel the cat pull something out of you. A small doll that looks very, very familiar. It's hard to tell, but that doll that's you. Yeah, true, if it's windy, the dust is blowing all around. That's actually a good point. Yeah, we're the doll now. Isn't it? Oh, and we're dead. The cat hops off of you and heads back to the box with its prize. At least you think so. Everything's too dark to tell. You wake up and find that you can't move an inch. You can't look around, you can't even breathe. Though none of those realizations seem to be a problem. All you can see is the face of a familiar looking cat curled around you, purring in its sleep. For some reason, this doesn't bother you. You're not sure why you feel like it should. You try to latch on to your thoughts in your head that feel like memories of another life, another time, another you. But the thoughts slip away like forgotten dreams. Dang, bro. The cat stole your soul. Yeah, for real. Oh well, that's fine, isn't it? You're just a doll, after all. And a doll's role isn't to have silly thoughts or to remember unimportant things, but to be a companion. And judging from the cat's contented purring, you seem to be performing your role perfectly. You are filled with an overwhelmingly strong sense of pride at this fact. And so you too feel content. Ending 35, Cotton-headed. Bruh, how do you feel content if it turned you into a doll, bro? What are we doing? What are we doing, chat? Okay. So obviously, we gotta see what will happen if we don't take the cat home. And then we play with the cat. We buy a toy. And then we pick it up instead of leave. You sigh and go over to pick up the stuffed toy. You really do just want attention, don't you? You hold up the cat doll, examining it a little. The cat ripped your soul out and then you became a doll. Yeah, for real. But how are you content with that? It looks a little different. I knew this cat was alive. I knew this thing was alive. Did it just look at you? Brother. What? The plushie somehow opens its sewn-on mouth before biting into your wrist. Ow! Stop! You try to fling it off, but its grip on you is strong as it drinks your blood, ravenous and frantic. You hit it against the concrete walls of the alley. You try to tear at its sturdy fabric, But try as you might, you can't seem to hurt it or make it stop. It's just a toy after all. Eventually, you start to feel faint, enough to collapse to your knees in defeat. The stuffed doll is drinking more calmly now, as if its previous aggression had been a mere reaction to your desperation. It seems satisfied that you're no longer putting up a fight. Brother, what are we doing? You think you blacked out for a second, because though you're still sitting... Wait, what? Guys, because though you're still sitting the next time you're conscious, your eyes are closed, you feel so weak. You have to use all your strength just to pry open your eyes, and when you do... This is why everyone is scared of cats. I'm not even scared of cats. Guys, listen, okay? I like cats, okay? I want to preface by saying I like cats. I will never own a cat, okay? I like cats from a distance, all right? They're cute from someone else's house, okay? The litter box cleanup is rough, you know what I'm saying? They cause havoc all over the place. I am not scared of cats, bruh. Okay? I love cats. My sister has had some W cats over the years. And you know what? They're just not worth it. I've had a cat. I literally had a cat like a couple years ago. But anyway, you know what? I'm not, okay? I'm not scared of cats, guys. I promise. Oh, goodness. Do we like the transitions, chat? I figured out the transitions. So we got the transitions going. Hey. You see a kitten? Its fur a familiar orange cream with burnt sepia stripes. It's lapping at your wrist. The kitten lifts its head and looks at you with piercing pale green eyes. Now that's cute. It mews at you with a high, squeaky pitch, mouth covered in blood. It'd be downright adorable if you weren't about to die from blood loss. The cat strolls into your line of vision and picks the kitten up. It gives you an indecipherable look before turning away. The cat carries the kitten back to the box and starts to carefully and dutifully clean it. You sway and find you can't right yourself before falling to the ground. We are not getting a pet cat. You're literally allergic. She thinks she can make fun of me on the stream chat and then ask to get a cat even though she's very allergic. Like, what? You're allergic and you have a kitten? Well, you know what? That's your choice, okay? Sienna's like face goes red, her nose gets all itchy. She can't even like be in the same room. It would seem that in the end, you'd gotten the cat a playmate after all. Ending 34, Living Doll. So far, ending 34 has been the least bad ending, okay? Now hear me out. Yeah, you probably like bled out. Actually, that's true, you bled out. Never mind. I was going to say your wrist is only messed up, but then they literally said you bled out, so never mind. I'm tripping. Literally tripping. How do you put up with it and you have cats then? That's just crazy talk. All right, we're taking the cat home again. Because I think there might be more to it if I do. Oh, it's not letting me skip. It's probably all just predetermined then, huh? Wait, what? This is all new. Do something alone or do something with cat. Do something alone? Like what? This is all new. Clean apartment, watch a movie, take a nap on second thought. Guys, what should we do? Should we do something with the cat or alone? What do we think in chat? Something alone or something with the cat? What are you guys thinking? Because I'm thinking if we do something alone, the cat's going to attack us. If we do something with the cat, it's going to attack us. So either way, we might be cooked, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm thinking. So, you know, what are we thinking? Alright, you guys aren't saying anything, so I'm just gonna do something alone. Like what? I mean, again, either way, we're probably gonna get attacked. What if we clean the apartment? Nap? Alright, fine. You know what? That's actually huge. I'll do the nap. You're a little tired from the events of the day. Making life-changing choices like committing to the responsibility of caring for another living creature really wears you out. You could definitely use a nap. You head to your room and get dressed in your pajamas before you decide to grab a glass of water from the kitchen. Bro, what kind of nap are we taking here? This is a W nap. This is crazy. You taking a whole nap with pajamas and everything, bro? I just throw on some shorts. You head back to your bedroom, ready for a much-needed nap. Whoa. Only for the cat to race past you through the open door and jump on the middle of the bed. It takes its time kneading at the sheets before settling down and closing its eyes. Well, this is perfect timing then. Yeah, PJ for a nap is crazy. Well, that was fast. You frown thoughtfully. Now that your mind's on it, you find yourself really craving a nap in your own bed. There's no way you're settling for sleeping on the couch. Certainly not the armchair, which means you should move the cat, sleep next to the cat. Bro, just sleep next to the cat. It is really cute, even though it's definitely going to kill us. You shrug. What's the harm in sharing the bed, right? You both have had a long day, after all. Hang on just a second. I'm pretty sure that my Twitch chat is broken. I'm not going to lie, it ain't working. There we go. Okay, my Twitch chat is not broken. It is no longer broken. Okay. You try to carefully avoid jostling the cat as you lay down, but it immediately scoots over and curls up against you anyway. You smile. Sweet dreams. You feel like you slept for a long time. It's literally dark outside, and it was light outside, like just before you fell asleep. You feel a warm weight on your back, but you don't see the... Wait, what? But you don't see the... Oh, mystery solved then. You feel comfortable? You consider getting up, but as soon as the thought enters your head, your mind fills with static and a deep sense of disapproval. This thing has got to be some kind of ancient demon or deity or something. Not yet then. Okay. The cat, jostled by your attempts at movement, kneads painfully at your back before settling down again and falling back asleep. You fall back into slumber too. It's night. It was literally night before you fell asleep again. You want to get up. Wait, what? Claws dig into your back like a warning. Tomorrow then, right? Are you just going to sleep forever? Bro, you're going to die of hunger. It's morning, you'll be late for work, but the cat doesn't budge. You don't even try to get up this time. You just close your eyes and drift off again. I would have been starving to death by this point. Or at least have to pee or something. It's the next day since the last several days, or has it been weeks or longer? You're not quite sure. You're hungry. You don't know how long you've been lying down. You feel sore on your back, but also on your stomach, your arms, your face, everywhere. You can't remember your last meal, the last time you drank anything. You've been sleeping all this time, but you feel exhausted, more tired than you think you've ever felt in your life. It feels like a giant hand is pressing you into the bed. You can't remember the last time you even considered moving. But somehow you know that you need to go back to sleep anyway. Everything will be fine if you just go back to sleep. This guy is literally just gonna sleep to death. What are we doing? You think you're hallucinating when the cat finally stirs. It stretches. I don't even know what this word is. I'm gonna be honest. Chad, have you ever seen this word before? This is a new word for me. Like, is this just a me problem? It stretches before hopping off your back. You hear its feet padding through your still open bedroom door, its steps fading down the hall. You don't open your eyes. You don't move. Yeah, new word unlocked. You're afraid you don't remember how. You're afraid that the static will return if you try, but you eventually do try. It's thinner than you've ever seen it, thinner than you think should be possible. Crack. The arm snaps under the weight of your body and crumbles to dust on the bed sheets. It doesn't hurt in the slightest, as if even your nerves have dried up and become as useless as you feel in general. Just how long have you been laying in bed? You don't have much time to think about it. Your failed attempt at sitting up sends you tumbling over the side of the bed like a rag doll. But you think you're probably closer to being a ceramic doll, as your body shatters instantly upon impact with the floor. Your head rolls towards the door, letting you watch as the rest of your strewn body parts crack and crumble and turn to broken ruin as your consciousness begins to fade. The cat strolls into view, then poking and prodding at the remains of your brittle limbs. Bad kitty, you try to say, but you think your jaw might have snapped off earlier as well. Almost as if sensing your attention, the cat walks over to you. Well, your head, at least. And you watch with your final conscious seconds as it lays down, curling its body around you. Bro, what? It feels warm. Well, maybe another nap couldn't hurt. The nap literally killed you, but okay. Ending 6. Just a cat nap. Best one yet? Nah, worst one yet. L naps. I don't like naps in real life, chat. Do y'all nap in real life? I don't. I hate naps most of the time. There's a rare occasion where a nap will hit differently. But for the most part, naps are, you know what? I'm going to get locked into position here. Naps are the worst. And let me tell you why. It breaks apart your day in such a weird way that when you finally end up waking up, even if it's like 20-30 minutes, it just feels like off. And there's always those naps where you sleep like on the couch, or like you sleep in a weird position and you wake up all sweaty and like there's like lines on your face and stuff from like the arm of the couch. I distinctly remember at least like 4 to 5 times falling asleep to Mr. Nightmare or Zach Bagans on Ghost Adventures, just listening to the voice. Anyways, I don't like naps because it always makes me feel like worse than before I had napped. You know what I mean? It just doesn't seem worth it to me, but that's just me. You need a massage? I mean, nah. We gotta lock in. We gotta get more endings. I am gonna get off the stream a little earlier today, chat, because I do have plans tonight. But I think like we'll stream for at least like an hour and 20 minutes or something. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can get a couple more endings going. Let's take the cat home again. We're gonna do something alone, and we're gonna clean the apartment. You decide that even if it's your day off, that doesn't mean you should be completely unproductive. You know you have a guest and all, but you really shouldn't put off your chores. Best to get them done while you're in the mood to do so. So for now, you get dressed, roll up your sleeves, and get to work on cleaning the apartment. Bro, this is literally a direct quote from Soul Eater. For now, let's get dressed, roll up our sleeves, and get to work. Hold up, chat. Hold up. I gotta ban this guy. There's like a bot. There's a bot in the Twitch. Alright, my bad, guys. I had to ban that guy. There was like a bot in the chat of my my Twitch stream. Cause y'all know I be cross streaming. Twitch L? No, it's not a Twitch L. It's just, I don't know. Someone tried to drop a random thing in my Twitch chat, and their username had like a bunch of numbers and letters. At least you try to. You sweep the living room. You wipe the kitchen counter. Okay. You don't make your bed, but who actually does that anyway? L game, bro. L game. Let you be mod? I could let you mod. I'd do that. I'd promote you as mod, honestly. That would have been way easier. We'll talk about it off stream, and I'll definitely do that. Chad, do y'all make your bed? Honest question, y'all make your bed? Don't lie either. Do y'all make your bed? Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, I'll make you mod. I got you. Still, you notice that no matter how much you clean up, you keep finding more messes than when you started. You peek over at the cat. You make our bed. Hey, I make it too. You know what I'm saying? You suspect that it might be the culprit behind this mystery, but every time you rush to check on it or catch it in the act, you're sleeping. Yeah, WI for real. She does make the bed like, I'd say 1,000 out of 1,001 times. My wife makes the bed, then she gets mad at me that I never do. That would be something that she would do. I'm not gonna lie. How you doing? You always find it napping in the living room. You keep cleaning, but the cat, or something else, keeps leaving more and more messes in its wake. What do you mean, something else? Keep cleaning or catch it in the act? What are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? Are we gonna keep cleaning, or are we gonna try and catch it in the act? Clean? Alright. We cleaning? Is everybody agree with that? Clean? Alright. You keep cleaning, but there's just more mess, and more, and more. When you finally stop and look around you, you don't even recognize your home anymore. There's piles of junk everywhere. Do you even own this much stuff? You don't remember You don't remember ever buying or receiving most of it. The piles tower over you. You feel claustrophobic. The stench of garbage is overwhelming despite your hands feeling raw from all the cleaner fluid you have been using. Cleaner fluid? Your eyes still burn from the bleach. You need some air. You need to get out of here. You hear a crash and see a teacup you're certain you don't own smashed on the floor. Bruh, look at this mischievous little guy. Mischievous. He knows he's done it and he's proud. You look up and see the cat perched on a teetering pile of china and kitchen appliances. It carefully nudges another teacup from the pile, sending it careening to the ground. But you don't even flinch as it shatters. Instead, you start to chuckle. Suddenly you're laughing. It's so hilarious that tears start running down your face. I knew it was you. You did this, didn't you? You pick up the largest piece of ceramic from the broken teacups, didn't you? And throw it at the cat. Bad mistake, bro. This guy's cooked. Oh my gosh, that clip. What are you talking about? The cat dodges by leaping off the pile. Bro, can we get an AK-47 in this game or something? The pile sways. It sways. It's falling. It's falling towards you. You can't move. You're buried. The pile fell on top of you. Broken shards of fine china and sharp utensils are piercing your skin, your organs. Your bones feel loose and limp, crushed under the heavy appliances. Warm liquid pools under you. With the last of your strength, you listen as the cat pads over to you before lying down and purring sleepily. Yeah, a nap sounds pretty good. Ending 1. Not so clean getaway. Dang, bro. Alright, I'm gonna do 2 more endings. And then I'm gonna cut the stream off. Alright, we've done something alone twice. Let's get them all done, to be honest. We cleaned the apartment. Let's watch a movie, bro. Which is literally what I'm gonna do after this. I'm about to go watch Weapons. Don't spoil it in chat or you're getting banned. You're not tired enough for a nap, but you're too lazy to get started on any of your chores. So you decide to watch a movie. You get dressed in your favorite pajamas, make some popcorn with an obscene amount of butter, and head over to your armchair. Only to discover that the cat is already napping in it. You frown a little in thought. Your couch isn't at the best angle for optimal TV viewing pleasure, bro. This is so me. This is so me. And you don't feel like pushing it around and having to put it back later. The only options you have left are to sit on the floor or move the cat and reclaim your throne. Well, we already know we're gonna die regardless, so what are we doing, guys? Are we sitting on the floor or are we reclaiming our throne? I'm gonna get a sip of water while you guys discuss. Reclaim? Yes, alright, guess we reclaim, and that's what I would do in real life. Just gently move them out of the way, just gently. You know what I'm saying? Just gently move them. You square your shoulders. Sorry, kitty, but that's my spot. You pick up the cat and place it on the floor. It's clearly upset with you. When you try to pet it as an apology, it dodges your hand and scampers away. You shrug and put on a random movie before nestling into your chair. Bro, you got all that stuff ready? You know what movie you were gonna watch? It's some horror film that you love to heckle from beginning to end. Nothing but an endless string of pointless jump scares. Did the writers not know the meaning of the word subtle? What was that? Was that the bathroom? The cat must have gotten into the medicine cabinet or knocked something over. Calming your thundering heart with a deep breath, you pause the movie and get up to investigate. The cat dashes between your legs from the hall. Fleeing the scene only makes you look guiltier, you know. You're even more reluctant to see the damage now. You just want to relax and watch your bad horror movie. You go into the bathroom and turn on the light. Just as you thought, all the stuff in your medicine cabinet is scattered on the tiles. You sigh. At least none of it looks broken or damaged. You crouch down to pick everything up. Click. Did the door just close? Did you bump it when you crouched down, or what? Well, at least the cat can't come in and make more of a mess this way. Guys, did y'all see that? Tell me y'all saw that. The lights? Didn't you just replace the bulbs? They weren't faulty, were they? What do you mean faulty? The light bulb is on right now. What do you mean faulty? The light wouldn't turn on if it was... Bro. You never remember to hold on to your receipts for situations like the. My guy, the bulb. I gotta get out of here. The character we're playing as is a bumbling moron. What do you mean? The light bulb wouldn't turn on if it was faulty, bro. You see this light bulb in the corner right here? If you know what? If this light bulb way over here in the corner didn't turn on when I pulled it out of the box from IKEA, then guess what? It would have been faulty. Okay, I would have taken it back to the store. No problem, right? Wrong. It isn't faulty because it turns on. If it started flickering or whatever, then okay, the light bulb's dead. It's time for a new light. Bro, this guy's tweaking. You doubt you'll be able to get your money, bro. I'm actually plotting on this guy's death. I know we're playing as this character, but I hope we die. You stand up. You shake out the pain in your knees from crouching. What are we, 90 years old? You meant me? Nah, bruh. Nah, you're tweaking. If you think the light bulb's defective from that, bro, you're tweaking. You shake out the pain in your knees from crouching and open your medicine cabinet. Carefully, you place everything back where they belong, making sure nothing is missing. Okay, that was actually kind of crazy. You jump back, slamming against the wall, covering your mouth. You look back up at the mirror on the medicine cabinet door to see... Nah, bro, is crashing out really for no reason? I'm crashing out because the character I'm playing as is a bumbling moron. What do you mean the light is defective? I might be able to get my money back. No, bro. Nothing? Nothing. What the heck? Something was... You know you saw something just now. You know you did, right? You definitely saw something, or you saw something. I guess we saw something. You rush out of the bathroom and slam the door behind you without looking. You enter the hall and... Oh, some more defective light bulbs. We'll have to return to the store. Sure hope we have our receipt. No. Oh my goodness. No. You shield yourself with your arms and... Nothing. Nothing again. You peek through your fingers and see... just your usual hallway. You don't feel very good. You need to sit down. You carefully make your way back to the dark living room, trying not to overwhelm your senses any more than you already have. Maybe you should watch something a little more lighthearted. What's up, avocado? More horror you'll lurk. Okay. This one's not super scary. But yeah, we'll I mean, if you have recommendations on some games to play, you know where to tell me. Or just lie down instead, you don't know. It's a little hard to think. You just need to sit down. Stumbling forward, you reach your chair, but it's nothing. It's nothing at all. Just the cat sitting back in your chair again, looking up at you curiously. But it's enough. Your heart lurched so harshly out of a mixture of fear and anticipation that it completely gives out. Your eyes roll up into your skull. You feel yourself falling back. You're dead before you even hit the ground. Ending 4. Real subtle. Bro. Alright. Okay. I see you, game. I see you. We probably deserve to die for that, bro. Sure hope I kept my receipt. Yeah, whatever, dude. Alright. So we've cleaned the apartment. We've watched the movie. We've taken a nap, so I guess we're doing something with the cat. Like what? We could pet it. Oh, these are all the same ones from the alleyway. Clean the cat is new. Let's do that. Upon giving it a second look, you realize the cat isn't exactly clean. Not surprising, since up until you brought it home, it's been sitting in a dirty old box. This is such a good game, I agree with that. I actually really like this game. In an alley full of scattered garbage for who knows how long, you've heard that cats can keep themselves clean. But maybe this is one of those times that a little human help couldn't hurt. Yeah, you're gonna die, bro. You head into the bathroom and set things up trying to remember how to wash a cat. You're definitely no expert, but you think the best ways to get the cat clean would be quickly or carefully. I'm thinking quickly, because cats hate water, right? So maybe we just gotta go quickly. What are we thinking? Sky, you would know. You're like the expert. You have kittens right now. Careful? All right, everyone's saying careful. Dang, bro. You think careful is the way to go. Cats aren't always fond of water, so you'd... Oh. What do you mean, bro? I thought quickly was... Okay, whatever. So you doubt it'll be a fan of an excessive amount of it. So you pick up the cat and place it gently in the sink before turning on the water. The cat is startled, but ultimately doesn't try to run away. Nice. You lather your hands with some soap and carefully give the cat a thorough half scrub, half massage. After a few minutes, you rinse the cat completely and gather it up in a blanket, drying it. Then you take a brush and carefully run it through the cat's fur. The cat seems like it's in heaven as you brush it. Oh my gosh, I can't read today. Some hairs are sticking to you, but you don't mind. In fact, quite a lot of fur is sticking on you. You try to brush it away, but it won't come off. Guess you're next for a bath yourself. You try to ignore the fur and finish with the cat quickly, but more hair keeps sticking to you. Your hands, your arms, before you realize that they're covered in fur that won't come off. It's thick enough that you try to just yank it off, but... Ow, what? Pain lances through the spot you tugged at. Upon closer inspection, you see that the hair is growing. Growing out of you. You can actually feel it now. Fur growing out of your back, your neck, your face, your eyes. Yeah, I hate it when I grow cat hair out of my skin, for real. Your tongue and your eyes, though. Ugh. It's even growing inside your throat. Alright. No thank you. Sort of like choking and coughing. As you collapse and start to choke on the thickening fur in your esophagus, the cat leans up to lap at the fur growing on your forehead, grooming your hair as thoroughly as you did for it earlier. You think it'd be sweet if you weren't currently losing air. Still. Not the mouth. For real. It's gross to just think about like hair growing on the inside of your throat and your mouth. It feels nice, at least, to be looked after and cared for in some way, even if it's just for a little while longer. The cat's careful grooming is the last thing you feel before you're no longer able to breathe. Ending 15. Self-care buddies. All right, we'll do one more. This is probably the last one, chat. It's probably the... What? What is all that? I'm sorry? I'm so sorry? Bro, did I unlock some sort of ending or something? I was just so tired of everything. Not you. Never you. But I couldn't be the person you deserve. Couldn't ever hope to be. Nope, didn't like that one. Yeah, it was gross. You were so amazing, smart, and talented and independent. You shined. But in comparison, dang it. So stupid. So worthless. But when it approached me, it didn't tell me that it wanted me. It needed me. Maybe that's what I wanted all along. Wanting could be so fleeting, but to be needed? There was nothing I wouldn't give to have someone tell me that I mattered to them, that they needed me. What was that all about? That was like some extra little like lore, because now we're able to just skip ahead. And we're just back to normal. That was crazy. That was actually crazy. All right, let's see if there's something we can do with not taking the cat home on the last one. Because this, we still haven't unlocked whatever this is. I want to figure this out. I think we've actually done all that, I'm not going to lie. If we actually... So, if we leave the cat... We went to the carnival. We didn't go to the nicer, more busy cinema. We'll do that. It's been a while since a film came out that looked interesting enough for you to drag yourself to a movie theater. But there's a showing of one such film at the old theater. I know we've already seen this, but I'm just going to do it because we need like a little refresh. The movie was a little too niche to be picked up by the new cinema that opened right across the street. That's okay though, you're not exactly a fan of the crowds. And nothing ruins the experience of watching a new movie for you more than a noisy audience. So this is what we did last time, so we're gonna go to the new cinema. You don't know why, but you don't really feel great about the idea of being alone right now. I think it just literally says cinema. Deciding to wait for the movie you've been anticipating to be available on DVD or streaming. Bro, who's buying DVDs in 2025? We got Blu-rays, right? You join the long line outside the new cinema. By the time you've reached the ticket booth, you just want to get inside. So you pick a movie at random and take your ticket from the tired-looking teenager manning the booth. The decor is chic and sleek. The inside is bustling with people. Like, yeah, I'm gonna watch, like I said, I'm gonna watch Weapons right after this, but I have the 4K, like, disc. Like, I don't want to watch a DVD, bro. It looks horrible. It's not what you're usually into, but it's kind of nice not being alone. Even if you feel a little lonely watching families and groups of friends laughing among themselves. You'd get some popcorn, but the lines at the concession stands are long and the prices are criminal anyway. You go through the halls and follow the signs to the theater designated on your ticket before heading inside. Ugh. You sigh at the sight of the absolutely crowded theater. You head towards a seat only to be told by the person next to it that it's being saved for someone. What do you mean being saved for someone? We got the assigned seating, don't we? This happens a few more times before you finally manage to get yourself settled into a seat annoyingly off-center to the screen. But the screen is at least visible, so you're not, if not a little too close, so you grit your teeth and bear it. The lights fade out, but the chatter doesn't. The rest of the audience seems content to talk through the commercials and even through the trailers. You figure the chatter will stop when the movie actually begins, but it doesn't get even slightly quieter as the opening scene starts to play out. You sigh out loud, not thinking anyone would hear you anyway. This is why you avoid movie theaters like the plague. Have y'all ever had this happen? I have never in my life gone to a movie theater that was actually loud. The only time I ever had... This is a little story time, alright? The only bad experience I ever had at a movie theater was when I went with one of my buddies, and we went and saw the second Black Panther movie. We went to Chili's beforehand, and we ordered takeaway Chili's, and we just brought it to the theater, because, little known fact, theaters do not care if you bring food in most of the time. They don't. Like, we didn't hide it. We literally had a Chili's bag in our hand. They will not say anything to you. Some of them will have, like, a little sign that says no outside food or drink. I don't think they ever, like, say a word, and I don't think it matters. Anyways, we brought Chili's in, got into our seats. The entire movie, there was a kid behind me that was kicking the seat, and it was the worst. It was quiet. There was never anything, but it was, like, a lot of kicking, and I literally turned around and, like, stared at him at one point, and then it didn't happen for a while, and then they just kept doing it throughout the rest of the movie. So that was, like, probably my, like, worst ever movie experience. Good movie, but anyways. You've had a play like that, but not a theater. Yeah, I feel like a play that would be more likely to happen, for sure. This is why you avoid movie theaters like the plague. Oh boy. Suddenly the screen changes, showing the face of a black cat. A familiar black cat. Confused murmurs fill the room. Hey, we're not alone. People are actually saying stuff or, like, talking about it. But then the cat on the screen meows. The sound is strange and not at all like any cat should sound. Haunting, almost melodic, and layered as if made of multiple voices and different creatures. Creatures that would probably never say what? You sit in confusion, wondering why you haven't already gotten up and left to complain to the cinema staff, but then you hear it. It's scattered and dissonant at first, but among the crowd, people start to chant along with the cat on the screen. So we're cooked, guys. We're actually cooked. Soon, the entire room is chanting in perfect unison. Everyone staring intently at the cat on the screen. Yo, what up, Josh the Boss 74? Holy, shout out to my old username. What's going on, man? You're feeling strangely drawn to the screen yourself, but the compulsion to stare blankly like the others isn't that strong for now. Also, you start to notice out of the corner of your eye that some of the people in your immediate vicinity are looking at you. No. Bro, we're so cooked. We're so cooked. They're outright staring holes into you, even as they continue chanting. Dude, I didn't even realize that was your username, Gunner. What is going on? I don't know how I missed that. They don't miss a beat as they slowly begin to frown at you in blatant disapproval. Their scowls deepen as time goes on, as if they're getting impatient. Try to leave the theater or try to blend in with the crowd. What are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? Are we blending in or are we trying to leave? Dude, that's my bad. That's my bad. I don't know how I missed that. Like, I saw that it said Gunner and I'm like, okay, somebody. Blend, get the fudge out, blend in. All right, I got two people saying blend. I'm blending. Sorry, you're the odd one out here. Thinking fast, you look to the screen and begin to chant in tandem with the crowd. I'm not going to try and make the sound. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You feel the harshness of their collective gaze start to ebb away. The air in the theater becoming lighter once again. You realize air shakily, just realizing that you'd been holding your breath earlier. Oh, you release. Bro, I can't read today. You feel stuck. Surely you can't just up and leave now. Not after whatever all that was. The people around you all seem fine now, but there's no telling if they'd get aggressive at you for even moving too much. Never mind outright getting up and leaving. You decide to let this run its course. Hopefully someone will come along, right? Or at least turn the film off. Bro. You continue to chant along with everyone. You start to feel lightheaded. You feel as if you could fall asleep, but your eyes don't feel heavy in the slightest. You try to look around and gauge the other's emotional state, but you can't seem to look away from the screen. You try again, but you're still locked into eye contact with the cat on screen. You attempt to physically force your line of vision away. You steel your nerves, ready to throw yourself to the ground if you need to, but your body only gets as far as tensing up for a moment before completely loosening itself again, making you lay back limply into your seat. You think you should be panicking right about now, but even your brain feels limp. Limp like Limp Bizkit? Your thoughts a vaguely muted pastel pink, airy, sickeningly sweet, and loosely spun, like cotton candy. You like cotton candy. You think you shouldn't mind your thoughts and body being like cotton candy either. So, why get up and ruin that? It's nice here. You're more at peace than you've ever felt before in such a crowded room. Still chanting, you've never felt so aligned and in tune with another person, let alone with an entire room full of complete strangers. You're not alone. Out of the corner of your eye, the person next to you starts to sink back even further into their chair. They sink more, then more. Not like they're slouching or reclining, but more like they're deflating. Their skin bunches up and wrinkles like fabric as if their muscles, their bones, have started to disintegrate. Their eyes dim before sinking into their sockets. Their mouth, still attempting to chant, falls open over a cut-off "nyeh," gaping as the word ends in an awful hiss, a final weak release of air. You muse thoughtfully about whether or not you should be distressed at the sight, but even then, the blanket of peace doesn't leave you. Suddenly, from the pile of skin and clothes next to you, you see a lump moving around. You watch in dazed fascination as the lump makes its way to the part of the skin where the head used to be, and out from the mouth crawls a tiny black kitten. Alright, good night. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I hope work goes well for you tomorrow as well. Thanks for tuning in. We'll probably be streaming again this week. Probably like Wednesday or Thursday or something, so look forward to that. You can hear the familiar hissing sound all around you now as the unified chants start to fade. Only to be replaced... See ya! Have a good night. Only to be replaced with faint mewling of kittens. Finally, your voice is the only one still chanting. Still human and alone. Again. You don't want that. You can't go back to that. Not again. Please. Just then, you go completely limp. Your body feels light, but it might as well weigh several tons. Because you realize quite suddenly that you can't move. Not an inch. You can't shift your eyes to look around. You can't even breathe. But somehow, the chant continues to creak weakly from your mouth. Alright, that's as good as I'm gonna get, bro. A few kittens come forward and perch themselves on the chairs around you, watching your sinking body. mewling as they wait for their youngest sibling to emerge from you. Dozens of glowing eyes peer down at you, and as your eyes start to cave into the sockets of your softening skull, you manage to make out the silhouette of a familiar cat perching on the seat right in front of you. Your vision finally fades, and as that same hiss of air expels itself from your mouth, the last thing you sense is something small and alive shifting eagerly under your skin. Bro, this game is so weird and creepy and gross. Ending 18. Happy birthday. Bruh. That was crazy. That was actually crazy. Alright, I'm going to end the stream here. I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate everyone who stopped by and said hi. Thanks for, helping me make the decision in this game. If you want to see this game again, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Drop a like on the stream, stuff like that. The support helps a lot. And yeah, we'll definitely do this again. I want to finish this game. Low key, I want to get every single one of the endings on this game. We're getting there. Let me bring it back over real quick so you guys can see it. We're getting there. We only have... We're not even half yet. We're not even close to half. But we're going to do every ending. So, that's what I'm saying. But, anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thanks for everyone's support. Catch y'all in the next one.